The legend of Bihula and Bhagalpur, as told by Grandma on a quiet evening. The sun had dipped low, casting long shadows across the courtyard, and the cool evening breeze carried the scent of fresh soil and jasmine. The kitchen fire crackled in the background, sending up puffs of smoke as the women prepared the evening meal, their voices rising in soft conversation. Grandma, sitting comfortably on her cart beneath the spreading branches of the ancient banyan tree, looked down at her grandchildren gathered around her, their eager faces lit with curiosity. "Grandma, tell us the story of Bihula and Bhagalpur," Gudia asked, her wide eyes sparkling with excitement. "We've heard it's a story of love and courage." "Ah, Bihula and Bhagalpur," Grandma said, a knowing smile forming on her lips. "That's a tale as old as time, a story of the bond between husband and wife, a test of faith and devotion, and the strength of a woman's love. Sit close, children. This one will make you believe in the power of love and the gods themselves." The children settled down, some perched on the stone steps, others lying on the cool earth, their faces upturned as they waited for the tale to unfold. Many, many years ago, in a land where the Ganges flows gently through the fields, there was a small, bustling village near the banks of the river, and this village was called Bhagalpur. It was a land of green fields, where the harvest was always abundant, and the villagers lived in harmony with nature. Among them lived a beautiful young woman named Bihula, whose heart was as pure as the waters of the Ganges herself. Bihula was married to the love of her life, the handsome and brave Manji, who was the son of a prominent fisherman in Bhagalpur. Their love was legendary, for it was said that the river itself blessed their union, and their hearts beat in perfect rhythm. But the gods, you see, often test the purest of hearts. One day, while Manji was preparing to leave for a fishing expedition, he was struck by a sudden illness, a venomous bite from a snake that no healer could cure. The village shaman, wise as he was, declared that only the goddess Mansa, the goddess of snakes, could save him. And so, Manji's family, in desperation, prayed to Mansa Devi, offering her jewels, incense, and prayers. But Mansa, like all gods, was fickle. She demanded a heavy price for her blessings, a sacrifice that no one in the village was willing to pay. As Manji lay dying, the villagers feared the wrath of Mausam-E and decided to let him pass away quietly, without angering the goddess. But not Bihula. She was determined, her heart unwilling to accept defeat. She gathered her courage and journeyed deep into the forest, where the temple of Mansa Devi was said to stand. The path was long and treacherous, filled with danger, but Bihula was undeterred. She walked through thorny bushes, crossed rivers, and climbed hills, her heart only focused on one thing, her beloved Manji. At the temple, Mansa Devi sat on her serpent throne, her eyes glowing with an ethereal light. She watched as Bihula approached, her steps steady but full of grief. "Why do you come, mortal girl?" the goddess asked in a voice like the rustle of leaves. "I have come to ask for my husband's life," Bihula said, her voice unwavering. "He is the light of my life, and I will not live without him. I offer myself in exchange for his life." Mansa Devi, surprised by Bihula's bravery and selflessness, considered the young woman's request. "You seek your husband's life, but what are you willing to give in return? Not all sacrifices are equal, and love, though noble, does not always win favor with the gods." Without hesitation, Bihula replied, "I offer you my heart, my soul, and my love. I will serve you forever, O goddess, if only you spare him." Mansa Devi was moved by the depth of Bihula's devotion. "You are brave, Bihula. Your love is stronger than any sacrifice, and I shall grant you your wish. But remember, love is a gift, not to be taken lightly." With those words, the goddess waved her hand, and Bihula felt a warmth spread through her, a wave of relief as she returned to her husband's side. Manji was healed, his body restored, and the serpent's poison no longer held him in its grip. But Bihula did not forget her promise to the goddess. She lived the rest of her life as a servant to Mansa Devi, honoring her word with every step. And when she passed away, her spirit was said to join the goddess, forever bound by the love she had for her husband and the god's grace. And so, Bhagalpur flourished, its people living in peace, always remembering the tale of Bihula, a woman whose love was so powerful that even the gods could not deny it. As Grandma finished the tale, the children sat in silence, their eyes wide and filled with wonder. The wind rustled through the banyan tree, as if the very leaves were whispering the legend of Bihula. "But, Daddy," little Kalu asked, "did Bihula really give her heart to the goddess? What happened to her afterward?" Daddy chuckled softly. Ah, Kalu. The heart of the story is not about what she gave up, but about what she found: true love, sacrifice, and devotion. You see, in the end, her love was so strong, it touched the divine. And that, my child, is the power of love. It never truly ends. The children sat there for a while, lost in thought, before slowly wandering off to play, their hearts heavy with the weight of the story, but also light with the belief that love, no matter how great the sacrifice, would always find a way to triumph. The evening settled into a peaceful calm, the legend of Bihula and Bhagalpur lingering in the cool, fragrant air.